Hello, hello, hello. Mic check. Mic check. Is this thing 5x5? How we doing this afternoon? Everyone good? Yeah, I thought I'd skip the intro music. Just jump right in. Mainly, you want me to back out and do the intro music? Oh, that's funny. Um, okay, so this is my session on sniper trades. So, if you're interested in doing and being involved in zero DTE scalp style trades, this is a good one for you. No, I'm not going to sing anything. Is my mic okay, volume wise? By the way, just making sure that everybody can hear me. I'm going to talk about both, but I'll probably train on the paid. So I there's two indicators setups for the sniper trades, and I'm going to put links to those in here right now. There is let me just whoops, sorry about that. There is a paid indicator. Wow, I don't know why that came through like that. That's kind of weird. Hold on. Let me do one, and then whoops, came through like all together. So there is an indicator which is a subscription-based paid indicator, which is this one, which there's a link to. This is Lux Algo. And then there is a free version here, which I'll go through both. But I will do most of the training on this version here that you're seeing. They both work quite well. The free version is basically I've copied this TradingView setup so that you should be able to open it and you should be able to see all of these components. I'm guessing, including the colored bars here and all that. So that's the free one. I also, for the paid indicator one, I have a setup video which I can link in here. If anybody is going to go that route, then figuring out how to set those things up. Here, I'll just put that in here now. So as I progress down this lesson, you all can make your own calls there. That's a YouTube video on how to set up the paid version. The free version should work just fine for you if you save this TradingView setup. Okay, so sniper trades. There's two different styles of sniper trades. Okay, there is a 1.0 sniper trade where we are looking to trade. That's the kind of trade that we did this morning when we came in and we bought this reversal here for 37%, which then faded. We added, and then we took it off for 100%. If you were in my session or right at the beginning of my session last time. And then we have a 2.0, which is more of a continuation. So we're capturing large portions of a move down, or we're capturing larger portions of a move up. Okay, so there's a sniper 1.0 and there's a sniper 2.0. We're doing all of these on zero DTE options, right? This is 0 days to expiration. We're doing 0 days to expiration, and we're usually buying at or slightly in the money and going for a quick turn or a quick grab of 25 to 50-ish percent. Usually I'm setting a stop at about 15%, especially if I'm doing a 1.0, because those can kind of get away from you pretty quickly. And the way that I show these in chat is, you saw me saying earlier, I'm loading up puts, and then I'll say I've entered those puts. And so because these trades happen so quickly, I want to make sure that people have time to load in um, the right option contract, whether it's a call or a put, and then they're ready for the actual entry. Sometimes it just happens, and I say, hey, I'm entering calls or puts right now. So it's kind of a quick draw thing, and usually it's moved by the time the entry's in full because it takes a while to type it up. When I say 0 DTE, do you mean duration is day order? Yeah, so what I mean is, and I will bring over an option chain right now. This is an option chain on the SPY, okay? You can see these are all the expiration dates here. Okay, so this is going to be small, but this is, tomorrow's expiration. This is Wednesday's expiration. The SPY, the SPX, the XSP, the Qs all have daily option expiration. Okay, names like NVIDIA and Apple, like if we go to Apple, they only have weeklies. So these February 28ths are 4 days away. The next option contract is 11 days out, right? And you can play those, but the game that we're playing right now with the sniper trades are 0 DTE options. So you can do sniper trades on a Friday with Apple or NVIDIA or Google or any one of those, because those are technically 0 DTEs, right? 0 days to expiration. And then we're usually buying these kind of, let me go back to a SPY or an SPX. Okay, so we go the SPY. We're usually buying these kind of right in this at the money or slightly in the money. So on the SPY, 601, 600, 599s. The more in the money you go, the more value that you have, but they're slightly more expensive. And the nice thing about playing the SPY to learn how to do these is you can play a SPY contract. Like, let's say we were going to buy calls. I'm currently in puts on the SPY right now. But let's say you were going to buy the 600 calls. It's going to cost you for one contract $120, right? And so you can learn with very little risk, and then continue to ramp up. Then you change your value to 2 contracts or 5 contracts as you start to see success with it. And then once you really get good, you can trade the SPX, which is 10 times the SPY. So, if you're trading the at the monies, you're at almost $800 per contract, right? And you get the 10x movement of what the SPY is doing. And then once you're comfortable trading one of those, you can ramp that up to 2 and 5, and it's sort of exponential. But there's just a lot of room to play small and learn, and then grow in size as you get more comfortable with this style of trading, right? So the way that we trade, and I'll start on the free. This is the free version. The things that we have up are the RSI. Okay, I usually play these on a 1 or 2 minute chart. Okay, so we're looking at RSI, which is where I guess you could call it circled. It's a bit of a C, and then the MACD. Okay, and if we go back to where we were looking for today's bounce, right? We were looking for a level at which we could see a bounce to capture this move back up. I'm also looking at volume profile. I'm also looking at some pivot point information, but I called out. I can't remember if it was the 601 calls. I can't remember or the 598s. I can't remember, but called it out here on this pivot point because we were oversold on the RSI, which means we had a level down here below 30, right? So this blue line is down below the dotted line. That means we're oversold on the 1 minute. And then the trigger is a crossover of the MACD, which is right there. Okay, so we're looking for those two things. We're looking for oversold or in a reversal case to the downside, overbought, right? And a MACD crossover. And then with these colored candles, a change from red to yellow in a reversal to the downside, and and on the other side a change from light blue to dark blue. Okay, and that's a 1.0 style trade. And when I place those trades, I have an OCO order set up in my active trader, which I'll show you here. Let me grab a SPX contract. Sorry, you probably hear my dog at the moment in the back. So here is my order sheets, right? On an OCO order, I have it set. You see this sniper SPX. If I pull that down, you'll see right up here, I have it set for a 15% stop automatically and a 25% win. Once I enter this trade, it'll set my take profit and my stop loss automatically for me. Okay. So once I enter that, you can see if I'm going to buy one here at $4, let's just say, it's going to put that bracket order in for me so that I don't have to worry about it, and my risk management is safe, right? It's kind of a good till cancel order. OCO stands for other cancels other, which means if my stop loss gets taken out, then my sell order also gets taken out, so that eventually I don't, if that order sits in there and I don't realize it, and then it gets up there, I'm gonna be short one contract. Does that make sense? So it means it'll just once I'm in that, it'll just take me out when it's done. Like it'll either stop me out or it'll take profit. Okay. So when I enter that, I'm looking for all of those criteria: RSI, right? MACD cross, and then a change in candle color. I slightly front ran this because we were also at a pivot point, so I was expecting a bounce. And then we took that up into, not all the way to VWAP there, and took it off for, I believe it was 37%, at least it was for me, 37%, right? And then I left a trailer on, bounced it again here, and took it off, the whole thing off there for 100%, just because I thought it was kind of cool and fun that this whole event is 100% winners. So why not get 100% winner on day one? So that's why I played that way. Also, you'll hear from me usually around between 10 and 10:30, you'll get a pivot in the market. And so this was close enough, we're at like 10 or something, and we had a big pullback. So I felt confident holding a trailer after I took the bulk of my profit off, holding a trailer up into higher prices based on just the statistical nature of a pivot point, which later in the week I'll talk about, like selling credit spreads at these pivot points and then letting them run using that theta decay on a 0 DTE option to earn you money during the course of the day. Okay, so that's how to use the free version. There's the 2.0 trade is also a continuation trade. So for instance, we could have taken a 2.0 style trade what we're looking for on a 2.0 style trade on this free version is you see these clouds, right? This is a green trend cloud up. This is a red trend cloud down. What we're looking for is a change in from yellow to light blue in the basically these are the colors of the histogram in the TTM squeeze that we use for our TTM trading, right? Our TPS style trades. And so what we want to see is a switch in trend from red to green. Usually gives you this little white candle right there, or white fill in, and then a change in color to light blue, and we can catch this move here. Although it turned into dark blue on a little pullback, so that wouldn't have been a great one. Where these don't work as well is in these slow sideways grinders like this. So I didn't take any trades in this time because it was just basically ranging, and you're not going to get a lot of good risk reward for your play in a 2.0 style trade. Even in a 1.0, these little turns, right? Sorry, not that one, but these little turns here, this one would have probably been enough, but this one's not going to give you enough real profit. You want moves like this, but you don't know it until you're in it, and so it takes kind of a trained eye to start to learn when you're ranging to kind of stay out of these. But I like this style of trading because it's a quick in and out. When the market is not being favorable to swing trades, because of gap ups or gap downs or whatever, you can kind of come in on the day flat, meaning no positions on, and just trade what you see, right? So that's a little, you don't have to carry that overnight risk, and then you just manage your risk through the day through day trading the SPY or the SPX or the Qs or whatever on a 1 or 2 minute chart. Now, if we use the paid indicator here, which I put a link in there for, this does a very similar thing. This oscillator down here is basically an RSI indicator, and then these larger dots are where the MACD would cross over, right? So this oscillator excuse me, is already tracking both RSI and MACD. And what I'm looking for on a 1.0, that's a 1.0 turn right there, a pivot point, I'm looking for a dark red block here. This is like aim, ready. This is telling me to be ready. This is why I call these snipers. This little arrow right here is aim, and then this a large dot is fire. And usually I've just updated these. So what usually would happen is, where did it go? Oh, it's here. That those dots, when they are oversold, let's see here, are a plus sign. Where's that? Here we go. And they're kind of thick. Okay, so they're kind of thick, and they are a plus. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, plus. And then what I didn't want to do, I wanted to do that as reversal up, I guess, like that. Is that right? No, I screwed that up. I'll have to fix that. But those dots become pluses when they're oversold. So here would be oversold or overbought. So this would be one up here as well. So I accidentally changed these guys to pluses because I'm doing it fast. But I have it in the setup video how to change those to pluses, so you know when they're oversold. It's also very easy to come in and say, okay, well, here's 80 on the RSI, so I'm going to put a line in there, and I'm going to make it red. right? And then here is RSI to 20. So I'm going to put a line there. So anytime this wave is above or below, that's a good time to look at taking a sniper trade. Jeff, yeah, there's been some loose talk about that. I think most of the time it's we've been working to make that SAM scanner really work with the TPS trades, but there's opportunity to add some things to it. The only issue would be if they happen so incredibly fast. They're on a 1 and a 2 minute chart. You're in and you're out in five or so minutes, right? So as you can see here, and the way we do the 2.0 style trades with this indicator is when we get into red candles. So for instance, this morning, which I didn't take because we were just launching DPL open house. If we get, instead of clouds, we have a blue trend, means an upward trend. A red trend means a downward trend. So if we get candle color changes with a downward trend, right, this candle color change would be an entry on a 2.0 sniper. Okay, so reversal is on a blue trend, an upward trend, a candle color change into green gives you a 2.0 sniper to the upside. Okay, so right before I came on the mic, right before I came on the mic, we had a downward trend starting. This is on a 2 minute chart, right? And then we had a red candle starting. So I'm currently in this Sniper 2.0. This is a Sniper 2.0, which I put in chat right before I came on the mic. And I am currently up 40% on that because I've been talking and not paying attention to it. And we're coming into an order block here. So I'm going to take a chunk of that off right now at about 45%. And then I'm going to leave a little bit on to see if there's any continuation. But it does look like it's kind of bouncing here. And these order blocks kind of give you areas of support and resistance where you might see a bounce or a rejection to the upside. What's the difference between the MACD and the squeeze course? I don't know that I'm understanding your question. The squeeze is basically this down here on the normal TPS style charts, right? This is the squeeze indicator. And you can see the color changes in momentum, right, are represented in the color of these candles. And what these candles is actually an early signal change. So if I also put the TTM squeeze on here, we would have, this would still be red. The squeeze indicator down here would still be red. As it rounded, this would give us an early yellow candle, and then we'd start to see yellow histogram. But I don't think that I have that on this chart. Right, but we could easily recreate it by going, let's go here, let's go SPY. Let's get rid of some drawings. Let's go to the 1 minute. So you can see here, if I get real close, this candle, this bottom red candle was red. Oh, and then it happened so fast with such a large candle that yellow histogram down here is going to match up with the candle there. But normally it'll give you a little bit of an early signal that things are rounding and momentum might change. Yeah, David, I do sniper trades every single day. Um, I probably do anywhere from 4 to 6 every day. I try to put them in chat, or I try to do them on the mic when I'm on the mic. But also on um, there's a whole playlist on my YouTube that talks about sniper trades and shows a bunch of different snipers. So there's a bunch of different ways. But yeah, we do these day in and day out. I mean, if you're a member in here already, and you have found these sniper trades to be a great success, chime in, put like a 2 in chat or something. Stephen, I just in this room is the room you would follow my trades. This is the only room that I'm in. I trade here with Nate and D-Man, but I put my trades in as either in the chat here or on voice. I don't have the only trades that are alerted are Nate Bear's trades, like through the alert system. Sanju, my methodology for sniper trades. Yeah, that's what I've been for the last almost 30 minutes. I've been talking about the methodology for how to do sniper trades and why I do them. It was recorded, and I will post that to YouTube by the end of the day. Yeah, yeah, it's one thing I will say for everyone in here who wants to try this during the course of this week. I'm going to be putting these into chat, and sometimes I will be doing them on the mic. If you're going to play the SPX, the 10 times SPY, please understand how to manage your risk, and how to stop out quickly of option trades, because when you're playing a 10x the SPY, and you're picking up 1 or 5 or a lot of contracts, if the market is, if the setup looks right but the market goes the opposite direction, these can really get away from you quickly if you don't have a good plan in place, right? Which is why I highly, highly, highly recommend learning to set up an OCO order that once you're in, you've got a profit and a stop already ready to trigger. So you don't have to rely on your emotional state and your own discipline to get you out of a trade that's going the wrong direction. Now, granted, sometimes it's like sometimes it'll come out 15% wasn't enough. You maybe needed like 20%. You get stopped out, and then it goes the direction you wanted. But until you learn how to do these trades, I highly recommend making sure that you have a way to get in and get out quickly until you learn. Yeah, paper trading them is a great idea. You can paper trade on toss. You can paper trade in a lot of different things. Yes, I have a video on how to set up an OCO order. I can also do a little lesson on it, in the next sometime this week. But there are videos on YouTube on how to set up an OCO order. It just didn't Think or Swim, so you can also Google it for any other type of broker that you have. All right, sorry, y'all. That is my time. D-Man is up next, and he's going to talk, I think, about supply and demand and volume profile and stuff. So do pay attention to that. He is the master at that. D-Man, are you here? Okay, you can grab it from me whenever you are ready.
That's one, two. Test, test, test. All right. Hello, everybody. Volume good? Um, all right, let's jump into this. So, I'm a little bit organized today. I put together a Word doc about what I was going to go over. Um, so, I just want to do a quick intro. For you guys that don't know who I am, um, my name's Donnie. I've been trading with both Nates for, I don't even know, 5, 6, 7 years now. But I was a business man, entrepreneur. I was successful from a monetary standpoint, made a lot of money before I started day trading. And then I started day trading and found Nate. He was my mentor. And he taught me how to trade. Taught me a whole lot. Uh, if you guys don't have a mentor, I would strongly encourage you to grab Nate because there's very few really good people in this industry, and Nate is one of those people. He is a genuinely good person. Um, so he helped me, and I am a seven-figure trader now, and he helped me. I know others can do it as well. Now, with that being said, the only official trades are Nate Bearish, right? Nate G and myself, we give ideas, we talk about things, we share, but they're not quote unquote official. And what I do is I will update you guys via Twitter, via Substack, right? But that's it. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, then you can be updated. But again, these are the official trader names. Now, my lesson today is going to be on buying support and selling resistance. And the way that I do that is using what's called volume profile. Okay. Now, if you don't know what volume profile is, we will go over a lot of that throughout the week. And I have a YouTube video that you can watch